Doing? Is Morbius the best science champion in the game? Personally, I think that I could see him being better than Scorpion without synergy. But with synergy, I don't think he's going to be better than Scorpion. Scorpion's damage is just, I would say, arguably the highest in the game. If you have him ramped up, he also has that Toad synergy that gains a slow debuff. So I don't see Morbius beating Scorpion as the best science champion, but without synergies, I think I could see Morbius being better than Scorpion. So I think it's very possible that Morbius have a chance to become the best science champion in the game. I really think, for me, I would say he's going to be the second best science champion in the game. So let's look at his gameplay. It's crazy to think that a champion that is worth $25 is more worth it to Kabam than the Summoner's Choice, which is pretty crazy, but it is what it is. So as you can see here, we're seeing some gameplay. 152,000. That's not bad, That's pretty good. I don't see, other than that, I think when it comes to his damage, it's alright. It's not game breaking or anything, but it's just alright. I like the phasing part or the gliding part about him, which is really cool. It's kind of like similar to Kitty Pryde. He's like a mixture of like Kitty Pryde and Hercules combined, which is crazy. That's how good Morbius is. His damage isn't like game breaking like I mentioned, but wow, his utility is amazing. He can phase like Kitty Pryde, and he has, when it comes to his awaken ability, that he's like similar to Hercules. Oh my goodness. And he can regen too, this champion, and his damage. He can inflict bleed on the opponent. If they're bleed immune, he inflicts rupture instead. But the downside about, I would say, when it comes to Morbius, is you do want him awaken and preferably high sig. Since he is a 7-star, you might have to get used to the 6-star for a long time. Unless you're a whale, of course. But yeah, I really like this champion. He seems to counter like mystic champions very well. I really like this champion. The only thing I don't like is his damage. His damage isn't like game breaking, but you know what? To sacrifice some damage for utility, that's not terrible, I think. Besides that, I think he's just so good. He can you know, regen. He has damage over time. He has some base of immortality. Thing is, you do want him to be, awakened and preferably high sig for that immortality phase, which is just looks really nice. If you're like in some champion like that they just created, was it Kindred? He's gonna be a really good counter to Kindred, and you'll see some gameplay right now going up against Kindred. But I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it again, that he needs to be awakened and preferably at max sig. He has petrify. Like I already mentioned, he has bleed, which is really nice. When it comes to bleed vulnerability, that's really come really helpful. Also, incursion, I believe, I don't know if they still do. I haven't seen it in a while. Like, where you increase the bleed potency from a hack. Afflicting damaging over time debuff is great against Safeguard, Polka Dot Power as well. That's crazy. Also, as I mentioned, if he's awakened, instead of inflicting bleed on the opponent, he's gonna inflict a rupture. Unless they can reduce your ability accuracy. So he just seems so good, man. I don't even know what to say. What else? His damage is okay. Perhaps this is deep dive, and they're not really known to showcase the damage that much. And this is without damage mastery. And it looks like he's gonna be pretty good with damage mastery. I'm assuming with damage mastery. No, it can't be. That would make sense. Imagine if you're running Liquid Courage and with his awakened ability that he's not going to get knocked out. No, that wouldn't make any sense at all, I think. But I'm assuming, with damage mastery, boost, and synergy, his obviously he's gonna hit harder. So we'll see what his true damage is going to be. But this is, there you go, against Kindred. This is just deep dive, so you're not gonna see majority of his damage shown here. So just keep that in mind. So, but I don't think his damage is anywhere near Scorpion with Venom synergy. So yeah, but I think his damage could be higher than you see in this deep dive gameplay, but I really think it's cool. I don't know what happened to the synergy. For some reason, there's no synergy, which I was hoping for to see what synergies he has, but it doesn't look like they're showing it in this gameplay, which is unfortunate. So yeah, that's it. I think he's going to be a really good science champion. I think I would put him the second best science champion in the game. And keep in mind, he is going to be a 7-star, so I could see a lot of people thinking that he's going to be better than Scorpion. You know, like for battlegrounds, I could see him being really good. You know, because he doesn't really look like he would rely on synergy very much. But I'm sure synergies will obviously help him. I think, but we'll see how it goes. But I put him at second best science champion right now. He seems like a great counter to Kindred and a lot of Mystic champions as well. Yeah, look at that phasing. That is so cool right there. He can phase. Just awesome, by the way. Seems like a great counter to Rintra as well. I mean, I could see him, being the best counter Mystic champions in the game. Just the way they're designing him. So definitely, I think he's up there. Best science champion for sure. Contending with Scorpion. Without synergy, I just think Scorpion is better with synergy. I definitely could see Morbius being the second best science champion in the game, and being released as a 7-star. Wow, yeah, that's all I can say. It's gonna be a good champion. A lot of people that bought him is gonna be really happy. Thank you.